All right, we should be live now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am back today to talk a little NBA with you guys. Hopefully, Matt took care of everything just perfectly for y'all yesterday. But we're going to move into today, the 28th of October. We're only a couple days away from Halloween for all you trick-or-treaters and Halloween fans out there. We got ourselves a 6-game slate tonight. And while I will be watching the Packers football, that still means there's plenty of NBA to be watched by all of you guys. So let's jump into it. Wish everybody the best of luck tonight, and I will see you and talk to you again tomorrow after this is done. Click the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the station if you're new to it. Weekly and monthly memberships are available at the link below, as well as lifetime and annual. Let's talk about cash lock of the day, Montrezl Harrell. So the big thing of note here, one, Trez is playing awesome to start the year. This game's got some real DFS appeal from a 30,000-foot view, but the individual pieces, not as many of them look good, but Trez is going to be insane chalk, especially if Gafford, who's getting an MRI today, so I can't imagine he plays tonight, is going to be out. So Montrez should be real popular, even a better player if Rui remains out tonight. His minutes should be as secure as ever, and he really seems to have found and settled into his home here in Washington. So look for Trez to be real chalky tonight. Definitely get him in your cash lineups, but honestly, he's good enough play that you could probably just play him in any format. Next up, let's go over to Memphis, who let a lot of people down last night because they got rolled by the Trailblazers. One of the guys who actually was good, though, is our guy here talking about the GPP play, but I'd probably use him in cash games too, and that's going to be Desmond Bane. And if you've had the opportunity to watch Memphis this year, Bane looks really good, very assertive, taking somewhere between 10 to 20 shots every single game. And a big part of that is the fact that Dylan Brooks is still not playing and J-Val's in New Orleans. They got Steven Adams now who can, rebound and set picks and everything like that, but he's not the offensive threat that Jonas Valanciunas was. So they are stuck getting their offense from obviously Ja Morant, but then other guys, and Desmond Bane has been a big part of that. So he's looked the part. His numbers line up with him being popular here. Golden State's off to a nice start this season, but we don't fear them defensively or anything like that. So I think Desmond Bane is a solid, steady play for any format you want to run him in tonight. Next up, let's talk about today's cover boy, Luka. There's a couple of studs on this slate. I know Matt kind of prefers one of the other ones, but we both agree Luka's a good play. And in cash games especially, just lock him in. He's got room for improvement based on his play to start the season. The shot has not been falling at a high rate. One of these days, he's going to shoot real well. Good spot against a young San Antonio team. This is not the Spurs of 10, 15 years ago that played elite level defense. They are now, I'm not going to say they don't try. They're just not a very good defensive team. So this dude's a walking triple-double, as you guys know. Don't be surprised if he gets one of those trip dubs tonight. He's going to be pretty chalky today, and he deserves to be pretty chalky today. So know that about Luka entering in, but he makes a lot of sense in any format you want to play him. Next up, let's move into long shots of the day. So I'm going to call out Mitchell Robinson as a long shot from the New York Knicks. So he's the same position and basically the same price as Montrezl Harrell, and he is going to be, I don't know, 2% of the ownership or something like that of Montrezl Harrell. So it's an intriguing long shot pivot. Or you play them both together. That's why we got the utility spot there. So Mitchell Robinson, I think, truly falls into that long shot category on a daily basis because he's very erratic. Part of that's his plays erratic, and the other part of it is simply the fact that this dude lives perpetually in foul trouble. He's a very good shot blocker, not overly evident by the 1.3 shot blocks per game, but he's a good rebounder. He's freakishly athletic and big. He's got 2 monster performances in his 4 games this year, showing you the upside. He's got a 7X and an 8X already. He is an upside type of play. This game sets up to be a good game today. You got the Bulls playing good basketball, albeit against very bad teams to start the year, and you got the Knicks playing decent basketball. So I like Mitchell Robinson as a true and utter long shot for the day. Getting very little love, and we kind of know why that is. Next up, let's talk about John Collins. This is another guy that I think you guys can check out. So he's another one. He's not going to be as low owned as like a Mitchell Robinson, but he's not getting nearly enough love today. So the Atlanta-Washington game from a 30,000-foot view is probably the best one on the docket for being close and high scoring. Now, the individual pieces from the other games might be more appealing, but my favorite of the Atlanta Hawks for GPP upside is going to be John Collins, who is another dude who's lived his life in perpetual foul trouble this year. He's a good basketball player. They're still being cautious with Capella's minutes, which doesn't hurt him. They're also very deep in the backcourt at the 2 and 3 positions for Atlanta, which means that Collins while a bunch of other dudes have erratic minutes, Collins is pretty safe right there. Yeah, you can play Hunter at the 4, but he's also kind of a 3. You can play Collins at the 4 or the 5, so he does a little bit of everything. And he's got room for improvement if he can just keep his butt out of foul trouble. So I like the potential upside of John Collins right here in a really, really good matchup. So that is what I got for Thursday, folks. Have fun watching your sports ball tonight. We got multiple sports on the docket. Best of luck, and I will see you tomorrow.